Hello everybody and welcome back to Planet Zoo, where we're in a bit of a zoo crisis right now. I'm kind of thinking that I may want to put a couple more feeders in here once the animals do get fed. We only have something like one water pipe. I mean, does it even have water in it? There's an unlimited volume. So actually the water pipes are really good for that reason. I know I put them in a lot, but the pangolins at one point, they just had a water bowl rather than a water pipe. And that really didn't help. Again, I'm sure I'm meant to have a water pump. Like, the zoo... I don't understand why you would even need water treatment. I've not seemed to need it so far. Normally I wait until there's a problem and if it's like, oh, it has no power. And I'm like, okay, I'll sort that out. I've never needed to put water in. If anyone knows what that's for, let me know. But okay, so I've called a keeper in here to come and we've got like 3 feeders in here. So if they were filled up, then that should be okay. I might put one more in though. Because I believe that these feeders are okay for most of the things in there. So we've got the African buffalo, the wildebeest, the warthog, all of the different zebras, antelopes, all that sort of thing. The reticulated giraffes need their own thing, but they've got that. So it's really just a case of more. And hopefully the keepers in here. Why are you not in here giving them food though? Really irritates me. How many baby warthogs do we have, by the way? I'm noticing a lot of oinking. And a lot of tiny little things running around. How many of you little tiny warthogs? We might need to have a little look at that. Okay, so we also have a serious injury. Well, that's because they're all fighting. American bisons and the pronghorned antelope, so they're trouble, right? So the mechanic has come and sorted out this pen, but I'm going to edit the barrier. It always seems to be this bit that gets messed up. So what we're actually going to do is turn that back to that and put windows in. And then we won't have elephant escapees, hopefully. I'm sorry if that makes it harder to see, but oh well. Okay. How are we doing over here? Seems like the hungry animals have been fed. I'm gonna check these feeders. No food in there. Still no food in there. Still no food in there. Can I call a keeper to a particular food cage? I can try that. No, keeper is just en route, so please feed the animals. It's your only job, really. I'm not saying they're hungry anymore, though. Just gonna quickly go and have a look at the welfare of the animals in that particular area. Well, they seem okay, so I think they've been fed enough, at least. I see the keeper's like putting some more stuff on the enrichment items as well, so that's gonna help a little bit. I'll give him some food, at least. Alright then, so now my attention needs to go to these pronghorn antelopes that are fighting and causing each other injury and all that sort of thing. Not good. And it's an incorrect sex ratio. So what I need to go and have a look at here, if I just pause it quickly before they make any more harm to each other, is, let's go to the Zoopedia and I want to see what their ideal size is. So, I always forget. I always have to keep looking it up. I apologize. So it's a lot of animals to remember, to be fair. So, dominant herd females. Up to 10 males, up to 10 females. 1 to 5 in a bachelor group and 1 to 11 in a female bachelor group. So, that should be okay. Let's have a look how many we have right now. I'm slightly concerned about the elephants right now because there was one pregnant elephant. And now there's not. And that makes me very sad. She maybe lost her baby or something. Oh no, offspring is imminent, that's why. She's about to have her baby. Okay, the pronghorn antelopes can wait. I want to see our new baby elephant. Are you looking forward to having a brother? Or a sister? Litter and mechanic research. So it's litter in the pronghorn antelopes. Other than that, the zoo's pretty good. Don't go in the lake. You might drop your baby in there. Dafty. Okay, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to just sell half the antelopes off. They're just annoying me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of them. Are any of them in the trade center? No. They all have contraception on though. So I'm just going to keep the youngest male and send the rest to the trade center. And then I'm going to play it and I'm going to see if those disappear. Right, so we've got some problems with the American bison as well right now. We have vet research and mechanic research completed. Let's just go through those. Many, many things. And like I say, once the rest of these ones are done, I'm going to start making the mechanics go into their own specific areas. But until then, they all need to get back to the mechanic workshop and just do things in there. So I'm quite happy with that. The barriers aren't too bad. It's just the elephants just seem to be able to break anything except for that wall stuff. So I'm just like, just fine. You're just going to have that wall stuff then, aren't you? And that's all we're going to have. So, that research. Warthogs are complete. Wonderful. So we just need to finish off a little bit of ostrich research. And then any kind of like new big cats or anything that I decide to get. I'm getting a decent amount of conservation credits, so I'm quite happy with that. I would love to be able to release a cheetah to the wild, though. I could just buy them with conservation credits and release them. That might be what people are doing. That might be why it's driving the prices up so much. They're not trying to breed. They're actually like just like, I'll just buy one, release it. Buy one, release it. Breed more ostriches. Sell them 10 at a time. Okay, so the American bison need a little bit of love over here, but I think one of them is matured and needs to just go. Oliver, 5 years old. 17 years old. It's a really small herd now as well. It's getting really tiny. I think we might need to give them another bison. I'm going to send Benin to the trade center. But I may need to increase the herd size. But I need to do that like one at a time. I need to just go through whichever herd is like dying off or getting really small. I'll need to bring in a male and breed it, but only like one at a time. Otherwise, it's just the pronghorn antelope, the bison, the zebras, to a certain extent the warthogs, and the whatever else, the springboks. If all of them are breeding all at the same time, it's too much for me to handle, so I can't be doing with that. It would make me loads of money. Yes, loads of credits. But woof. It's a tough one. It's all I would be doing is managing that rather than actually doing cool stuff like breeding elephants. In fact, I want to know how much do elephants go for? These are African elephants, not Indian ones. I haven't started India land yet. So even the cheapest elephant, and I've just bred like 2 of them, even the cheapest one goes for 560. And there's one there that's 50 years old. Cool, but I won't be buying him. This one's going for thousands. Why are you worth 10,000? No, you're not. There's not many with good genes. In fact, I haven't even checked the genes on the new baby elephant. Has the new baby elephant popped out yet? Baby elephants, have you popped out yet? Still not, no. But yeah, if they're just popping out little elephants worth 500 conservation credits a time, I'm quite happy with that. Oh yeah. We've still got a litter problem. Yes. That's going to be my next thing to sort out. I know it's not very, like, sexy and interesting watching me sort out my litter problem in the zoo. But I'll go around all the paths. I'll look at where there seems to be litter on the floor. And we'll do that. But I do want to see the baby. How long does it take you to give birth? Seriously? Come on. Come on, dude. We're going to, like, speed this up a teeny bit. And a vet research is done. Into the cheetahs. Nice. Carry on. I want to see the new baby. Come on, hurry up. It takes ages. Oh my goodness. The pronghorn antelopes are all on contraceptives. They're not going to inbreed. Don't worry. I might need to go and have a look at the pangolins. They might be getting a little unhappy. Oh, here she goes. And there's a little baba. She laid down and then there's a little baba. Panya. It's a girl elephant called Panya. And she has very decent genetics. The immunity is a little low. Her appeal is the first one to even be approaching 10,000 though. I don't know if her little half brother over here has a good appeal. 9825. Her genetics are much better though. Much better. So how does that make them feel about their social group? The adult population can be much larger. Oh, my cheetah's grown up. Well. Stop fighting, please. Oh, you need to go then. Okay, so I need to release one into the wild. So 6,000 appeal. Or... So 2.8 years old. So it must be about 2.5 years old or something that they get Right, so actually no, what we're going to do with you, I decided, was to move you into habitat 12. So we're going to actually have 2 habitats for cheetahs. Now, if we're going to do that, then obviously I need to dress the pen and everything, but we need to find you a nice girlfriend, don't we? Yes. And then what I'm going to try and do, if I can, is to breed more and more cheetahs. And then eventually we'll start sending them off. But they're going to be breeding in separate pens because they like to live quite solitary. So they'll be separate from each other. But that doesn't mean I can't have more than one set of breeding animals. That might be something I do elsewhere in the zoo as well. Ah, we've got Benaim to sell on to... Benaim has decent genetics too. We'll trade for 22. What are American bison going for right now? American bison are going for... I could get 100 for him, I reckon. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to go down the American bison and find a cheetah female. You're a little better. 565. Gosh. $359. Maybe we could go for that. Okay, so I need to get her into quarantine. I know that's all the way down here, but it's fine. A caretaker can just bring her up, it's no problem. As I say, I don't often buy new animals. It's a very, very unusual thing. Is my cheetah here yet? Did I accidentally filter? Yes, probably. There's a few things that didn't sell. Right, so you need to go into quarantine. I know fine well the springboks are not about to inbreed. I'll just stick the ostriches back up for 50 again. Excuse me, I was in the middle of doing a trade. Oh, and all those pronghorned antelopes that I sold, yeah, okay. Could try putting them on for like 50, let's see if they... No, actually not for that one. That one can go for 20. And so can that one. They got a little out of hand, and as a result, we got some bad genetics coming out. So I'm glad to get that sort of sorted out. So I've got a dead antelope as well, and high amounts of litter. So the vet can go sort that out. That probably stresses him a little bit. So my cheetah's out of quarantine. And she can now get moved to Big Cat Island along with her mate. So he's probably not too happy right now because he's got none of his cool stuff. So we will sort that out. So, first thing we need for you is a nice, comfy, hard shelter that is suitable for a cheetah. I want a bit bigger than that. That should be fine. Pop that there. I want to give you a nice tree, maybe. So what are you? African grassland. We can have a tiny baobab tree in here, actually. That'd be quite cute for you, wouldn't it? Make it a bit different to next door. You don't want your pad being the same as your parents' pad. That'd suck, right? There we are. And I'll just pop a bit of papyrus around, just as if that kind of grows naturally in this environment. Then we're going to sort out your terrain, because there's way too much long grass in here. And we're going to shorten it up. Wonderful. Next you need, let me just play that a second so that you realise that the hard shelter is there. Meal quality is rubbish, and then we need some enrichment very quickly. This will not take long to do at all. Give you a food tray, a water pipe, and some cheetah specific enrichment items. Play stuff, there we are. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the cheetahs. We are researching them right now, but it just doesn't seem like there's a ton of stuff that they enjoy playing with, food-wise. And it might be because we haven't had any, previously had any, oh, apparently they like this. My giraffes. Stick that in there. But yeah, apparently, it might be because we've not had many big cats before, that there might be some meat-based things that they enjoy eating, as their sort of food enrichment, and we don't have those yet, so there you go, really. Okay. So as we research them, that will sort of open up things for things like lions and tigers and snow leopards and stuff like that, which would be quite nice. The only problem we now have is litter. So I want to just have a quick look around all the zoo paths, see where we have litter problems. Now, it doesn't seem to be any litter up here yet. We will need bins down there eventually. Just going to follow the path around. There seems to be some litter around here, so I'm going to put a couple of bins down. Guest facilities and toilets, drinks, food, finance. Clearly doesn't count as guest facilities. Bins, benches, securities, and then just to bins. Much better, much easier to see. So Africa bin and recycling bin. Maybe even stick a bench next to it. Yeah, just a little seating area there. Just like to dot them around the place. So, okay, so that's that area. People can start putting things in the bin over there, and that'll help. The caretakers will get what's already on the ground. The piece of litter there. So again, I'll just pop in a little Africa bin. And a little recycler bin. And maybe over... Oh no, there's already bins over here. But it looks like there's loads of recycling bins and not... I'm just going to Control Z that. But not many actual sort of bins, effectively. So the trash that... Someone was saying the trash that they can't throw away... In fact, I don't like that being on the path. For some reason, I've got this thing. I don't like the bins actually being on the path. I prefer them to be slightly off the path. It's trying to be clever. It's trying to sort of snap them together a bit. So we'll just do that for now. Because obviously we've got a big old, like, chief beef here. And we don't have any proper bins. Now the thing is, you probably want the bin a little away because people take their thing away and then they need to throw it away in the bin. So let's open another bin there, for example. That would probably help. That bin looks to be overflowing slightly, which is interesting. Again, I want to move that one off the path. I don't like bins on the path. And I'll put a second bin there as well. So where else are we struggling? Over there looks fine. However, you know what I'm going to do here. No bins on the path. So let's see if we play that for just a second, let it sort of do its thing. Let's see whether the litter starts to clear up. Well, unfortunately, a lot of litter on the bridge. So I may need to put a bin or two up here. Oh yes! Cheetah's about to have all offspring. Ah, what's going on here? We're inside the mountain. I'm pretty sure she's not having offspring inside the mountain. So who's having offspring? Oh, do you know what as well? What I need to do with this, oh, I think both of them are part of the... That's fine. Ostriches are all on contraceptives, so that's fine. One of my plain zebras died. Call the vet for that. Pronghorn antelope died. Call the vet for that. Because honestly, they're cheap to buy these animals, so I don't need to breed them as much as I would need to breed these guys. So. Did you have another baby already? Oh, you did. You had a little girl. How wonderful. How's things going over here? Are you guys gonna have some baby cheetahs? You can make a lot of money breeding whatever it is that's needed. Why are there no cheetahs in here? Meant to be. Where are they? Oh, there's one. And the other is hiding under the tree. So you do like trees, really. But you do not have any babies on the way yet. That might change. Okay, so we've had without a vendor for a long time. Mechanic research complete, so that's fine. We're good with that. There is nothing more to research that is not already being researched. Information Center 29, where are you? It would be amazing if I could click on you. Or are we already by Information Center 29? Yes, we are. So, which zone contains you? I believe that's part of zone 3 or something. Let's see. Let's go and have a look. So, let's go and have a look into the work zones. And I want to see work zone 2, work zone 3. Yeah, that was part of work zone 3. So I need to put another vendor into work zone 3. I don't know what I just did there. I hope that wasn't anything terrible. I do need more food and drink places as well in general. So, vendor, new vendor, you count as being in work zone 3. So that sorted out that little mini vendor problem. The mechanic research is all getting done beautifully. We still have high amounts of litter. Now, if I go and have a look at my caretakers, I don't believe that they look like they're under a huge amount of stress. No, most of them are just dandy, just wandering around doing stuff, except for this one. I want to know where you are that the workload is so heavy and that everyone else is slacking off and you're not. I don't know. High workload, unloading those bins, clearly. However, the bridge is getting better. But what I might need to do is put some recycling bins in too. I realised I'd forgotten to do that. Someone knocked a bin over. Sorry, dude. We've got to have bins up here. I wonder if there's a way that I can edit paths and widen this up a bit. Can I edit an existing path? I can edit, doesn't seem like I can. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it seems like the guest numbers are going down a little, probably because they're unhappy with the litter situation. I'm trying to sort it out. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong there. So the vet research is done. No, they're still working on cheetahs and common ostriches. The warthogs are starting to mature. I'm sure there's like way too many warthogs. Yeah, I had a feeling that that would be the case pretty soon. Because I could see them getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, warthogs, let's just check what your size of group should actually be. Common warthog, you should be in a group of up to 6 males and up to 6 females in a mixed group. Okay. And the group size should be no more than 7 total. Okay. So how many warthogs do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we've got 9 of them. So what I'm going to actually do here is take the oldest ones. They don't seem to need to have an alpha male or anything like that. They don't seem to be worried about any of that. So I'm going to take the 3 oldest, which are the 3 originals. I'm going to put contraception onto the rest. And then we're going to sell them back off. I need to just give him a second to arrive. There's a third one on its way. I think. It should be. So I don't know how much a Warthog goes for. I don't imagine it's a ton. Common Warthog filter. Some going for like 5, 15. Honestly, I might just be better releasing them. They've got nice genetics though. Right, so you need to quick trade that one anyway, because that's one of my originals. Bought for cash. That one was bought for cash as well. I think this one was bred though. Yeah, we'll sell you for like 20. See if anyone decides they want you. Okay, cool. Very cool. The view of the Warthogs is not great at all. Oh, I don't care. I might care when I'm starting to really care about guest happiness, but at the moment, guest happiness is sitting at 4, and I'm reasonably happy with that. I need to put more speakers around. I need to put more of those boards and things up, and that will get my guest education rating up, and that will be probably a bigger increase to my rating than anything else. But at the moment, I'm just looking at Cheetah World up here. I'm just wanting to see what's going on over here. You know, I'm quite happy with these cheetahs in their breeding and doing their stuff. Mechanic research is complete. And the litter is still high, even though I put loads of bins in. And all of my... I'm actually going to go and look and see what all the caretakers are actually doing. Springboks and the pronghorned antelopes are dying off because I'm not really looking at their groups at the moment. I don't understand why the Warthog is going to fight for alpha status. Oh, I should have gotten rid of more of the boys then, shouldn't I, if they were going to do that? I didn't think that they would. Animals. Warthogs. Oh, we've got like bajillions of boys. Oh no. Oh no. So we'll get rid of... Oh, you're already in the trade centre, so that's fine. So two of these guys need to go. Let's have a look at the genetics on them. You can go. You can go. You're even worse. Oh my goodness. I think we might keep the first one. So these two need to go to the trade centre. And I need to have a look. Now we're not having like huge, massive breeding programs going on absolutely everywhere and everything's out of control. I do need to just keep a lookout for where the animals are passing away and do get in replacements for them if they do pass away. You guys get to the trade centre. I'll have a look at that later. I'll do it now. It's fine. I'll just sell them for 20 again. We'll just see what happens. Sometimes things sell, sometimes they don't. The ostriches seem to sell. Just depends on what else is up there at the time and what they're doing. Baby zebra, go on. So that sounds like a Welsh name, honestly. Go on. You knew it was coming. Okay, so we should have got one cheetah baby over here. And we've got these two messing about. Not having babies. Oh, I don't know. Alright, I still need to go around looking at the litter as well. Which is a lot harder in the dark. Oh, man. Yeah, also, why are these caretakers just not doing their job at all? This is the other thing that I'm a bit concerned about. Because they're all saying they don't have a high workload. Because if they did, I would give them more to do. But... sorry, I would give them more help. But they're not asking for more help. They're not saying we're struggling. But they're supposed to be picking up the litter. So I wonder if they need a little bit of commuting. Okay, work zone 1, work zone 2, work zone 3, work zone 4. And I'll see who ends up with the highest workload. Work zone 1. I will hire one more caretaker. I will put that caretaker in zone 1. Efficient workload. So actually they don't have a low workload, they have an efficient workload. Work zone 4. You got some with a low workload and some with a high workload. So I'm like, what's that all about? Why are you not balanced out properly? That's weird. Work zone 3 seems to be consistently efficient or high. Work zone 2, they're just getting on with it. Work zone 1, they could do with some help. I need to work out what's going on with zone 4. I have no idea what's going on with that. That's weird. Like, why are there some... Is it because they've got a big commute or something? I really don't know. Just switching these headphones over. Boom. And yes, I have that down to a T. Right, so zone 5, they seem to be struggling because I think probably because they have a new dude there. So let's just do that. And so that new keeper is going into zone 5 just to help out with that. I mean, I haven't had any starving animals since I sorted out the issue with zone 3, I think it was. A common ostrich is about to mate. Really? 'Cause I thought I had contraceptives on all of you. Because you just get crazy if I let you breed. Get so crazy. Out of hand. Completely out of hand. Okay, the guests are down a little bit. So is it the education that's going up? Something's going up. Most things, animal rating, conservation rating, guest happiness were really, sorry. And marketing were really easy to get to 5 stars. Oh, yes. Offspring is coming. More cheetah offspring. And more pangolin offspring. Now, the pangolins are going... There's too many pangolins in here. Far too many. And it's probably not helping them feel very good. They've not complained about anything. Certainly. They don't even complain about all the peoples, but that's because they have two-way glass. Mwahaha. Or one-way glass. I keep calling it two-way glass. Two-way glass is just glass that you look through. Alright, so I think we want to say goodbye to a few of the pangolins because their social group must be, yeah, they're starting to suffer from a bit of crowding, and their social group has way too many adults. So let's go and have a look at them. And I don't often have to go and mess around with the pangolins, but sometimes you just do because there's just too many of them. So. Also, we're probably struggling because I've got it on really fast. This is not a game that I like to play on fast. The zoo is too big for that. You can either have a really small zoo and play it on fast, or a big zoo and play it on slow. Alright, let's pause. So, what I want to know is pangolins. Oh, I'm not even going to try and filter it because it never works. Should work. Chinese pangolin. Right, okay. So Mona's pregnant again. Oh, I bet they're inbreeding and everything. So, you're... Oh, Mona, Yunru even. Right, you're going. You're elderly. They'll have to be rehomed at this point. You're 9. You're a juvenile, I think. No, you're a juvenile. You're adults. And you're males. Okay, so. The 2 juvenile females are going to need to stay. Sorry, the juvenile will need to stay. The females will probably want to stay as well. Maybe not, though. I might just want to start again with them because I expect by now they're so inbred. Their genes are probably going to be pretty pants. They're actually not too bad. Okay. I'm going to sell them all. With the exception of Weiyan. And then we're going to get Weiyan a female friend. And then we'll start again. And the social group will be much better then. Oh, hang on. No, we can't do that. We can't leave a little tiny baby that's just been born on his own. That's mean. Okay, I'll leave him some friends that are 2 years old. I'm going to put contraceptives on them all just for now. We'll come back to it. I need to look at all of the animals that have contraceptives. Like, it seems to me like there's a million bajillion ostriches. And they're not particularly old. So I'm kind of good with them being on contraceptives for now. The warthogs, they kind of needed to be on it too. The pandas never ever need to be on contraceptives. Like, they're gonna die having had 1 baby. And I am very disappointed with that. But I'll keep going with the pandas, you know, I'll just buy new ones, I guess. People like them, they got really good high ratings, but it seems like every time I buy 2, I get 1 back. Like, ooh, they're gonna die out. Okay, the zebras probably should all be on contraceptives as well. All of the pronghorn antelopes are. I just can't cope. The giraffes, I'm quite happy for them to breed. Quite happy. I may sell on Simba and Gyasi pretty soon. Because Simba's getting a little older. And I've got much younger giraffes that I can use. I've got lots of females as well. So we'll get a male giraffe. We'll sell that male. We'll get a new male giraffe. And then all the females can just breed with that male. That'll be brand new blood, which will be great. And that's what I want to keep doing. Because the giraffes sell for a really good amount of conservation credits. And that helps me get new animals into the zoo. The springboks, I might need a little bit of work. Because I've let them kind of die out, seemingly. So I'll get a few more springboks in. But I'll let Simba have her baby first, and then we'll sort the giraffes out. But the springboks, I think I might need to get a few more. Because that one springbok is probably super unhappy all on their own. Like, my social group is so bad. How many do you need in your social group? Maybe at least 2. Maybe we'll get a couple more. You're a male. We'll get you 2 female springbok friends. We'll just buy them. I'm not really that worried about genetics because I'm not really looking to breed. I'm just looking for friends. So honestly, I'm actually quite happy just to adopt 2 females for cash and just pop them in there. Just so that guy's not lonely. That's all that is. And they're just there purely for the guests to look at. They're not there as a breeding program. So get those into quarantine. I don't want the animal to be unhappy, basically. That's the only reason I'm buying these. So I'll get my springboks into quarantine. And they can help things along. So have we got any more pregnancies in the zoo lately? I want to have a little look. Got a pregnant pangolin. I thought I'd sent the pangolins to the trade center. I'll have to check that out. We've got a pregnant giraffe. And I thought we had a pregnant cheetah, but maybe she's had her baby now. Oh no, we have a pregnant cheetah. Oh, we haven't named that new habitat. Cheetah Habitat 2. Oh, I think that can be the SKUF pen. Wonderful. So if we keep going just a little longer, we should have cheetahs that we can take back into the wild. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I will use some of the credits that I've got from some of the things I've been selling. Oh, one of my pangolins died. No. I'll take some of the conservation credits that I've been earning. Did the pangolins ever move? Or did I just completely mess that up? I think I completely messed that up. So I'm going to go back to the pangolins and I'm just going to sort them out because I know I was going to move them. And then I didn't. So I was going to keep you and you and sell you, 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 keep you, sell you. Oh, they seem to be crating them up. Maybe I just needed to wait longer. Or was it Yunru that died? Is that why they're being crated? Oh, man. So silly, aren't I? Right, that one. Leave those two. Leave that one. That one. That one. Trade center. Move. I can have 30 animals at a time in there at the moment. Sometimes I need that many, to be fair. But no pregnant elephants again. I don't know if they have to look after their babies for a certain amount of time before they can get pregnant again. Oh nice, we're about to have the baby cheetah. Baby cheetah. Got some springboks in quarantine still as well. Get them out. Still high litter. Oh my goodness. I don't have time to sort out all these litter problems. I need to know where as well. Okay, you guys can just get moved into your new pen. Over here. The Tristfallen pen for some springbok. Springbok good times. But I'm having a lot of success with breeding the giraffes, seemingly. And that doesn't seem to be something that a ton of people are breeding. So that's really cool. I'm starting to get more of the things that are going to be worth a lot. But it's taking a lot of effort to get one baby. Whereas, like, you get, like, blinking hundreds of ostriches. You just release them all to the wild. It's great. Aww. They're all about to mate. So, all of the offspring at the moment, I'm just going to check out the giraffes for inbreeding issues. So, Gyasi, if I compare mates, should be okay to mate with Simba. Offspring. Should be okay to mate with Alika, who has had a recent birth and therefore reduced. Oh, that's interesting that they do have a reduced fertility on a recent birth. They need to look after their babies, basically. And almost okay. So they're all good for offspring. However, any new offspring, so she's pregnant at the moment. Any new offspring, I'm going to need to change that father over. So let me just have a quick look. Ah, more research is done. Yay. So just I want to have a quick look at the giraffes again. They're really, I love this menu. I need it so much. Although I wish the filter worked. If you look at this, you can have habitat or... So if I decided to just tick reticulated giraffe, for example. Oh, it does work. Okay, it wasn't working for a while. Why am I giving her contraceptives right now? I imagine she's a child. Yeah, okay. So Alika and Omosupe. So Alika was a child from the first male we had, and so was Omosupe. But then Akanke is the child of Gyasi, so we've put contraceptives on until we change the male, and it will be the same. So when she gets to about 6, which is when they mature sexually, that will be time to sort that out. Also, reticulated giraffes, how long do they live? When do they become like an elder? They will live until they are 25. Oh, right. So we don't have long left on Simba now. So Simba does need to go as soon as she gives birth. Into birth period of 36 months as well. So they basically kind of need to look after their babies for 3 years. So that's interesting. So yeah, I need to get her gone before she gets too much older, or there's no breeding left in her. So I'll sell her for a reasonable price, and then someone, oh, I forgot to check when they actually, how long they live. So 25 years is their life expectancy as well. So she's coming up on that. Mechanic research is complete. Okay, so yes, great. We're doing really well. I'm going to come back and we're going to do some releasing to the wild of the cheetahs. Now, I need probably to start some of the breeding programs up again where, you know, I'm not really making much in the way of credits anymore. As much as I'm doing a little bit of breeding with these more in-depth creatures that take a bit longer to do everything. I'm also spending a lot of conservation credits. And to release these guys to the wild and buy new partners for the babies. So that's effectively what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till the baby grows up. And then I'm going to sell all the parents. Or release, actually, all the parents to the wild. I will get some conservation credits for doing that. I mean, I could even just do like some breeding comparisons and see if there's any way that inbreeding won't happen with if I swap them over. And see who can breed together. And then whoever can't breed together will have to go. Because they only got 2 pens. 2 pens, 2 breeding pairs. But anyway, I think that's going to have to be it for today's episode. I feel like I've kind of done a lot, but not done a lot. We've done a lot of stuff with like breeding today, and not a ton of stuff with actually getting any new animals. We haven't had any new animals in quite a while, in a couple of episodes. So next time I will probably try and get a different kind of big cat into the zoo. It's hard though, because the more animals you've got, we've got like 2 babies. They have, you know, they got 2 babies in here. They had twins. Oh my lord, they had twins. Twin cheetahs. I didn't even know. This is the first time we've had a multiple birth in the zoo. We have twin cheetahs, guys. Unless one of them like managed to jump over the fence. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Planet Zoo, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.